Now when you need to adjust something like that, you need a nice little chisel. And see, I went to the store specifically for stuff like this. See, this is a 1/4 inch chisel. That way it'll make the curves nice and easy. Okay. And you know, if you get a 3/8 or 1/2 inch chisel, have fun trying to chisel a little small radius corner with that. That's why I went and broke down and got a 1/4 inch. Lots of times you can buy a whole set of these, 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, 1 inch, for way cheaper than you can buy individual ones. But the set I got started at 3/8 and 3/8, 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, I think, or I don't even know if it was 3/8. Might have been 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, 1 inch, or something like that. Okay, but I'm going to use this and take this out. Then I'm going to hold it over there, score it with a sheetrock knife, so that I can chisel that over. Okay, that's my next step. Kind of having a feeling I may have to move this. It's kind of a guessing game. And I've got the 2 mounting screws here now. And so when I move this, I'm just going to flip that over. I don't have to. I can probably put it like this if I want. But I need to go over far enough. You know, I might have to pull this weather stripping out too. I think maybe I should, huh? It's going to be close. I've got to do it far enough so I don't get caught in these same screw holes, and so that I have enough room to put another screw in there. And that's about 1/8 of an inch to get it in there. Okay? And ultimately what I'll probably do with these screws, well, I don't know. I could take longer screws in case they won't tighten up, and drill right into the 2x4, 2x6 in there, and use like an 1 5/8 screw or something like that, in case this doesn't want to seat itself. And you can take some toothpicks, or you can take a little 2x4 and hit off the edge of a 2x4 and tap that into the hole, you know. Okay, so a few different things you can do. I'm just going to see where 1/8 is. It looks like right next to the wood. And I don't think I want to go over any further than that. That should give me exactly what I want there. I'm thinking I'm liking that. Let's see. I'm just going to hold that in there. Yeah, see, it's real close. It's real close to these screw holes. And I don't want to really go any further than that. I'm going to try it right there. Like that. I think. Right there. Take my sheetrock knife and mark it. And kind of go around this edge. See if I'm gonna like that. Maybe mark it this edge again. Okay. That looks pretty good. And now see where that line is. I can score it with my knife a little bit deeper and just use my knife to go in. Now that's kind of hard to do on the edges. If you didn't have a 1/4 inch chisel, you could maybe do it. I'm gonna get you resituated here. Maybe over like that. And see, the thing with this chisel, I really didn't like it. This was the only 1/4 inch they had at the store. The one I've got, the chisel from end to end is from there to about there. Not up here, because it's hard to hold it here when you're trying to control the end. So I kind of just hold it like this. And I thought, if I can find a smaller chisel handle, I'll get it. You know. Boy, I'm right in the shadow of the light, and I hope I'm not in your way per se. Let's see if I can get you out here. Let's see what I can do here. Maybe I'd try it this way first and just kind of push a little bit at a time. See? And do it that way. And I just use the tip, one little tip of the 1/4 inch. See, I don't do the whole thing, and that'll get me my curve. Now I can kind of maybe tap on it now a little more. Being careful not to get all the way up to the line. You see? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. And sometimes wood on door jambs, there's a certain way to go before you have to be careful in case too much comes off in one go. And you just kind of have to check things out as you go. You see, the other one I had before, the handle was up closer to the edge, so then I could just take this and kind of scrape it off by hand. Not even have to use the hammer. Okay. And that's working because I went down pretty far with my sheetrock knife, like that. Okay. This one, I just don't have as much control as my other small 1/4 inch I had. I had that other one for years. I kept sharpening the tip with the belt sander. It got smaller and smaller, and the tip was always dull. It's hard to keep the tip sharp. Okay. Okay, that's looking good there. Okay. See how I did that. There. Be careful when you're working with little chisels like that. Okay, so now this is going to be moved over like that, and get my sharp scratch all in there. Man, it's just very tight in there, isn't it? Okay, I think that'll work. And I'm going to have to get a little bit in there and pre-drill those holes. So I'll get a little bit, do that next. If I don't do that, it's going to slide right over and break that out, and I'll never get those tight. Oh, look, I didn't even get it in there. It's snug because it was wobbling around. I've got to just kind of slightly angle it. And see, that's why eventually, ultimately, you know, I'll be able to get this with these little screws that I have. Okay, just the little screws. But ultimately, I'll probably go to the store and get some 1.5 inch long screws so that the screws will go in all the way, and it'll be more snug, because eventually this could strip out. But for the time being, it'll hold, right? Like that. Look at that. Right where I wanted it. Okay, now I've got to decide. One thing after another, when you start moving things around, I got to decide: do I really have to chisel this wood out? I may not have to, because see, the side latch only is going to go over there so far. You see what I mean? And so it may not hit that at all. So I might be okay to leave it. Let's just try it here. Of course, you can see I have not tried it yet. Now see, look, I still have. I mean, that's snug, but I could go up a little bit more by taking my. See, I didn't want to go. I didn't feel I should go too much further than that, but yeah, like I say, it's a little trial and error. But I don't really want to move it over any further, because then my screws will be less likely to work the next time. So I'm just putting my screwdriver in there, moving that paddle out just a little, okay? And now let's try it again. That'll push this over that much tighter. Look at that. See, I don't think I want it much tighter than that. There. Now I can See, I mean, no matter where you get it, you could always get it tighter, but you're just pushing it more into the weather stripping. I don't have to push it any more than that into the weather stripping. That weather stripping gets old 15 years from now and it gets all mashed down. If I needed to push it over further, I would have to adjust this a little bit more of that paddle or move it over a little bit further. But see, I've already bent the paddle over a little bit and I really don't want to go much more on that paddle. I guess I could just a hair. I don't like going too far because then it's kind of tricky to push that back. See, that's fine. All right. I'm liking that. And the more the paddle, the more you put that paddle, the worse off your latch is to fit in there because the paddle's coming out at an angle and you've got this fitting up against the paddle. Okay. But that's good. That's good. I'm liking that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm done with that handle and I'm on to installing the deadbolt. Well, that's next, if you want to watch it. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. All right, let's get that deadbolt in there.